Get ready for the action, because we are diving straight into the biggest quarterback debate in football. NFL analyst Dan Orlovsky has delivered a definitive verdict on the Pittsburgh Steelers' Aaron Rodgers dilemma. We break down exactly what is best for the team versus what is best for the organization as they head into the 2026 season. Find out why Orlovsky believes bringing Rodgers back might stall the necessary rebuild for the Steelers, and what the real implications are for the franchise's future.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we explore the deep-rooted history behind the tension surrounding Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers organization. Go Long's Tyler Dunne reveals that the rift between Rodgers and former head coach Mike McCarthy traces all the way back to the 2005 NFL draft decision. We look at the long-standing grudge and the history of their relationship to understand the complex dynamics at play between the star quarterback and the team's leadership. But the question remains, will Aaron Rodgers actually return to Pittsburgh? ESPN senior NFL insider Adam Schefter has weighed in, confirming that despite recent absences, he maintains a 100% belief that Rodgers will be the Steelers' quarterback next season. We examine Schefter's latest insights and why he thinks the deal is on the table, keeping the hopes alive for the fanbase. Finally, we look at the potential reunion between Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy as a ticking time bomb. Tyler Dunne discusses the friction and tension between the two, suggesting that while history might bring good times, the relationship could easily lead to conflict. Don't miss the full breakdown of this high-stakes dynamic, and stay tuned right here for all the latest NFL news. The Pittsburgh Steelers are facing a critical decision ahead of the 2026 NFL season regarding the future of quarterback Aaron Rodgers. The team is currently weighing Rodgers as their premier option against the realities of his age and long-term viability. Former NFL quarterback and current analyst Dan Orlovsky recently provided a definitive assessment of the dilemma on The Pat McAfee Show. Orlovsky stated clearly, "What's best for the team is that Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback. What's best for the organization is that anybody but Rodgers is the quarterback." Orlovsky argued that while Rodgers offers the best immediate chance for Pittsburgh to win in 2026, bringing him back would only postpone the franchise's necessary rebuild by another year and stifle the development potential of alternatives like Will Howard, Drew Aller, and Mason Rudolph. Despite leading the Steelers to a 10-win regular season and a division championship last year, Rodgers was unable to navigate the postseason, leading Orlovsky to suggest that with him as the starter, the Steelers would be a fringe playoff team, potentially a 9-win squad. Orlovsky further pointed to the franchise's historical struggles in quarterback development, noting that the Steelers have only secured 2 top 10 draft picks since 1990, making it challenging to consistently draft and nurture a talented quarterback. He cautioned that re-signing Rodgers could perpetuate this trend, hindering the team's long-term ceiling. The question of whether a long-standing grudge is holding Aaron Rodgers back from committing to the Pittsburgh Steelers has surfaced in recent Steelers news. The tension appears to stem from a past professional relationship involving head coach Mike McCarthy, who served as the Niners' offensive coordinator when they selected Alex Smith over Rodgers in the 2005 NFL Draft. Tyler Dunne, a Packers player, suggested that this rift traces back to that pivotal decision. Dunne stated on Monday that McCarthy holds a particular grudge, pointing to the fact that McCarthy preferred Alex Smith over himself as the offensive coordinator for the 49ers. Dunne characterized this tendency to create and thrive on opposition as a defining trait of Aaron Rodgers' greatness. Dunne acknowledged that the relationship between Rodgers and McCarthy spanned a long period, noting that there were both successes and setbacks. Furthermore, the context of the hiring decisions is relevant. The Green Bay Packers hired McCarthy after Rodgers' rookie season, despite the 49ers finishing 12th and ranking last in the NFL in yards per game. The Steelers recently hired McCarthy following the departure of longtime leader Mike Tomlin. As of now, the four-time Associated Press NFL MVP is still awaiting a commitment to play for the Steelers next season. The speculation surrounding Aaron Rodgers' potential return to the Pittsburgh Steelers for the 2026-27 season is intensifying as the team navigates the quarterback situation. With the start of the new season just 4 months away, the Steelers remain without a confirmed quarterback, with Rodgers being the preferred option, though no official commitment has been made. Following expectations that Rodgers would visit the Steelers during Mother's Day weekend, ESPN's senior NFL insider Adam Schefter provided an update on the situation. During an appearance on the Pat McAfee Show on Monday, May 11, Schefter confirmed that Rodgers was not at the Steelers' facility. Schefter used this absence to weigh in on the possibility of Rodgers returning for another season. Schefter firmly asserted his belief in Rodgers' future with the franchise, assuring Steelers fans that he remains 100% confident that Rodgers will be the team's quarterback next season. He noted that Rodgers had not been at the facility for a visit over the weekend, emphasizing that the Steelers have a voluntary off-season workout program commencing the following week. "I know last year Rodgers didn't show up with the Steelers until June, but if he's going to re-sign, I don't know why that wouldn't be done at some point in the next week," Schefter stated. Crucially, he concluded by stating, "I don't think anything has changed, and I still think he ends up back with the Steelers." While acknowledging that Rodgers' absence from meetings or practice sessions is not unprecedented, Schefter stressed that it does not negate his belief in a return. The situation is reportedly reaching a critical juncture, leading observers to hope that a deal is finalized soon to alleviate uncertainty for the Pittsburgh Steelers fanbase. An analyst suggests the potential reunion of Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy with the Pittsburgh Steelers could be a ticking time bomb, citing past friction between the two quarterbacks. Tyler Dunne, appearing on 93.7 The Fan on Monday, discussed the relationship between Rodgers and McCarthy. A source familiar with both players indicated that a renewed partnership might not be beneficial for either side, predicting they could become antagonistic quickly. Dunne stated that while there might be good moments, the long-term outlook is uncertain, emphasizing the difficulty of seeing a positive outcome for anyone involved in such a pairing. The tension stems from past events, including the Packers firing McCarthy in 2018 and Rodgers' public frustration with the team's offensive execution that season. Dunne noted that Rodgers had previously received 2 Associated Press NFL MVP awards after McCarthy was absent. He suggested that the current friction is likely intentional, and while time may foster goodwill, the situation remains complex. Despite this analysis, Rodgers has yet to confirm a return to the Steelers for the upcoming season, following a successful campaign as Pittsburgh's starter with a 10-6 record, achieving 3,322 passing yards, 24 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions on the road to the playoffs.